Well, it appears that Donald J. Trump is going to be arrested next week, which is, of course, absolutely ludicrous on every level. The hoops that they're having to jump through in order to try to make something to materialize out of this, coming from a district attorney who is so soft on crime that New Yorkers are leaving in droves. Why? Because hey, you can't survive there. You run a chance of death from known criminals because they're just released. You run a chance of being robbed or raped or assaulted in some way by people who should have been in jail, but that this woke Soros-backed district attorney decided, you know what? That's not a crime. That's not really. Let's make this 52% of felonies. Let's make them misdemeanors. Oh, but let's make one misdemeanor into a felony so we can go after Trump. It's stupid. Okay. I mean, let's just call it what it is. This is stupid. This is one of those things where, and this is the mentality of the woke side. Okay, their mentality is this. It's not about the crime, it's about the criminal. Okay? And if you're talking about, young black males, okay, their quote unquote crimes are not as bad as people make them out to be. That's why we're going to reduce the crimes that they generally commit, or that any, young people commit, male, female, doesn't matter, race aside. We're going to put those as misdemeanors. But here's a rich white guy who paid hush money to a prostitute. Oh, that's a felony all of a sudden. It's ludicrous. It's a show. I mean, this is This is worse than Russia. This is worse than the Ukraine impeachment, or the January 6th impeachment, or any impeachment. Anything that they've done to try to go after Donald Trump, this is by far the most ludicrous. This might not be the worst, but it's definitely the most idiotic. So here are 4 important things to know about the Trump's impending arrest. Number 1, you know what? Let's skip number 1. Let's go to number 3, because I think that's the most pertinent one as far as actions. Number 3, yes, protest. Yes, protest. Donald Trump is calling for protests. I'm getting a lot of emails. I see a lot of people on social media, a lot of show hosts saying, oh, it's a trap. This is January 6th all over again. They're going to try to entrap us. The FBI is going to be infiltrating. Don't go to these protests. Don't do that. Folks, this is still the United States of America. You are still an American citizen. You still have the right to assemble. You have the right to petition your government with grievances. If you start letting that right go because you're scared of what's going to happen, we're going to get put on a list. We might end up in the DC gulags. No, don't be scared, because you are an American citizen. You still have those rights. And if you do not exercise those rights, just as with anything that you don't exercise, eventually it becomes weak, feeble, non-existent even. So to those who are saying, don't protest, this is a trap, you're outsmarting yourself. You're falling into their trap. Their real trap isn't to try to catch all these guys that are protesting. Okay? Their real trap is to prevent you from protesting in the first place. We're not falling for the trap by going to the protests. You're falling for the trap by saying, don't go to the protests. This is a disgrace against our nation. This is an attack on the United States Constitution, and we have a sworn duty to defend the United States Constitution. So please, if you're trying to outsmart the feds on this one, here's the best piece of advice I could possibly give anybody listening today. Yes, protest any way that you want, as long as it's legal, nonviolent. Protest. Exercise your rights to peaceably assemble. Exercise your rights to protest in any way that you want, as long as it's legal. If they start arresting us for not breaking the law, the country's already lost anyway. So at that point, let's just wrap it up, move along. So again, to the brilliant political commentators, the conservatives out there, the quote-unquote conservative commentators who are saying, don't go protest, this is a trap. Man, you're outsmarting yourself. Or maybe you're just stupid. I don't know. Either way. Number 2, this is a distraction. Let's just acknowledge that the timing of this is not just, oh, well, they've got their case together, let's go ahead and do it now. They're sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, we got the food crisis, we got energy crisis, we got impending war with Russia and China, we got the border invasion, we got all this, hush money, or not hush money, sorry, bribes that are coming in and being revealed going into the Biden crime family. Like literally every single one of them is getting paid by somebody in China, somebody in Ukraine, somebody everywhere. Okay, you've got all these things, not even to mention the U.S. banking system collapse, the potential for an economic, I don't want to say downturn, or an economic collapse. I mean, we're looking at financial Armageddon. And so, how do they keep us from paying attention to that, or the pandemic treaty, or to anything else that they're doing? Boom! Arrest Trump. It's like they're looking through their playbook. Okay, let's see. We already tried monkeypox. That didn't work. Here's a good one. Hey, get Braggs on the phone. Let's go ahead and launch Operation Arrest Trump for paying off a prostitute. That'll work. We can't make it stick. Doesn't matter. Just threaten the arrest. Let's just get him arrested. Okay, we'll let him go afterwards, and then we'll lose the case, and it'll get tossed. But at least for now, that's all everybody's going to talk about. Okay, all the political commentators, the conservative show hosts, the conservative journalists, the patriots, they're just going to be so focused on this, they won't even notice all the other stuff that's going on. And hey, I felt, obviously, I'm talking about it myself, so I fell for this distraction as well. But it had to be said. So here we are, number 3. This isn't just about 2024. Let's be clear about that. I see a lot of commentators saying, they'll do anything they can to try to prevent Trump from running in 2024, to try to prevent him from being the nominee, or to try to make it to where he can't run against Joe Biden. Folks, if that were the case, they would never have arrested him. Okay. This is going to benefit Trump. Once he is arrested and tried, or the case gets thrown out, which seems to be more likely, once all this pans out, he's going to be more popular than ever. This harms other Republican candidates. This helps him. This galvanizes his base. Okay, there's nothing more powerful for a politician than sympathy. And yes, we will sympathize. We will empathize with Trump because he is being attacked for being Trump. That's going to rally the base. So please don't sit there and say, they're just trying to stop him. This is not, if they were trying to stop him, and they are trying to stop him, but this ain't it, folks. This ain't the path. This is about us, folks. This is about you and me. This is about America. This is about everything that I'm talking about today, and a dozen other reasons. This is that 4D chess that we were talking about all the time with Trump. Well, this is it. Okay, just coming from the other side. They're playing us for fools. And unfortunately, many of us, myself included, we're falling for it. Okay. I'm not saying that this isn't complete, that there's no play here for 2024, but this really is about today. This really is about right now in 2023, and specifically in March 2023. There's something else going on here. It's not just about the election. And I would argue that this actually has very little to do with the election, despite what I'm sure very brilliant conservative commentators are saying. Number 4, anyone who does not come out against it is for it. Okay, as of time of this show, so far Vivek Ramaswamy is the only Republican candidate or potential Republican candidate to say anything about this, to come out against it. This is a no-brainer. Okay, so Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Mike Pompeo, Mike Pence, whoever else out there, this is one of those times where, you know what? It's fine. We don't like Trump, but we definitely don't like this. So we're going to come out against this because it's the right thing to do. It's the American thing to do. Put aside your ambition for a split second and denounce this oppression, this tyranny against an American citizen. Forget about who it is. Let's just attack the lunacy, because the people that are attacking Trump, if they are successful, then they're going to be attacking you, Ron DeSantis. They're going to be attacking you, Nikki Haley, or Mike Pence. They probably actually won't attack Mike Pence because he really is one of them. And technically speaking, so is Nikki Haley. But you get the idea, okay? If you're not, I hate making it, I know there's a little bit of nuance here, but not much, okay? I hate to make it black and white, binary, only 2 options. But hey, only the Sith deal with absolutes, right? Isn't that what they said? Either you're against this, and if you're not against this, then you have to be for it. And I'm not talking about you guys. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm talking about those who have skin in the game, those who are political candidates for office, and who are running for president in 2024. they need to come out against this, or I'll go ahead and say they are essentially disqualified. Between now and the point when Trump is arrested, if they haven't come out and denounced this tyranny, this oppression, then they must be in favor of it. And that, to me, disqualifies them from the nomination. But again, back to the original point, don't be scared. Protest. This is still the United States of America. And if we don't call out this, they win. You know why? Because they'll know we won't call out anything at all. The powers that be want us to not be eating meat. They want us to eat crickets. They want us to eat lab-grown meat. They want us to eat anything other than actual steaks, burgers, stuff like that. We are fighting back. I have formed a company with a group of veterans who we've decided that we're going to sell beef, and we believe that we're the only company in the nation that sells both freeze-dried beef as well as frozen beef. In other words, you can eat well today with frozen ribeyes and sirloins and New York strips and ground beef and all that stuff. Plus, you'll be stocking up to be able to eat well tomorrow with freeze-dried beef in Mylar bags with the oxygen absorbers that will last a decade. You'll be able to eat the cows today, and you'll be eating the same cows 10 years from now, or whenever it is that the crap hits the fan. Go to WHOLECOWS, wholecows.com. Use promo code JDR at checkout and get 15% off of your beef.